Southern New England's trusted news source, ABC6 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Our top story today, a new professional soccer club coming to Rhode Island now has its name. ABC6 News reporter Yanni Tregellis is live for us in Pawtucket for the big reveal of the city's new United Soccer League club. Hi, Yanni.
Hey, Doreen. Well, it will be Rhode Island FC, the team name that is going to be coming here to Pawtucket at the Tidewater Stadium in the 2024 inaugural season. Just announced as the new team name. Take a look at the moment they made that revealing.
We are Rhode Island FC.
Rhode Island's newest professional sports team unveiled Monday morning with club co-founders Brett Johnson and former MLS All-Star and U.S. men's national team member Michael Parkhurst announcing the club's team and logo.
I think it's clearly going to be a source of pride, not only for Rhode Islanders, for anyone even remotely associated with this state.
A Rhode Island monogram wrapped in an anchor of a ship will serve as the club's shield, an emblem Johnson says was fitting for the Ocean State's team.
Nothing symbolizes this better than the anchor that is iconic and synonymous with the state.
But a cloud of doubt has loomed over the team since its inception, which will call the Tidewater Stadium home, a $124 million field currently in the works, and part of a $400 million project to revitalize the Pawtucket riverfront. Many residents questioning why bring a pro soccer club to Rhode Island, and one that's already gone over budget by more than $40 million. Still, club co-founder Brett Johnson staying confident that the club will serve as a positive boost for the economy when it comes to ticket sales and tourism.
But we will step on the gas, and we're working closely with all the stakeholders in that. But have no doubt that that is going to proceed, and it's going to proceed apace.
And season tickets for Rhode Island FC go on sale tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Merchandise for the club already available now. And another big landmark to come this week. We are expected to learn who the president of the club will be. And also, right here, the construction of this field behind me, you can start to see that go vertical soon as they start to build some of the stands and some of the other areas of this Tidewater Stadium. For now, we're live in Pawtucket. Yanni Tregellis, ABC6 News.
All right, Yanni, thank you. We turn to the weather now as we take a live look outside with our sky cam. Really bright, sunny day, but it's chilly out there. Kelly Bates is standing by with our first forecast. Hi, Kelly.
Well, hello. Yeah, 2 days ago we were looking at highs in the 70s, and now we're going to struggle to reach highs in the mid-40s. We're already, well, pretty much there. Even though we are in the 40s, though, winds have picked up a little bit, and that means it, of course, feels colder. Up until about 50 degrees, we register that wind chill, and right now it is making it feel like 37. So a little breezy, a little chilly, and that's how we're going to go through the afternoon. Going to keep the sunshine, too. We have a big old dome of high pressure in charge once again, and that's going to deliver us a good deal of sunshine and clear skies as we go into tonight. Now, once we lose the light of the day, temperatures are going to start to drop pretty quickly, and we're expected to bottom out tomorrow morning in the 20s. And the mid-20s at that. We'll let you know if there's going to be any wind chill impact and any precipitation to accompany the drop in temperatures coming your way in just a couple minutes. Doreen?
Kelly, thank you. And a suspect is now in custody after gunfire at the University of Virginia, killing at least 3 people. The school's president has confirmed that the alleged gunman is a student. ABC's Alexis Christoforous has the latest.
Authorities now taking Christopher Darnell Jones Jr. into custody, a student at the University of Virginia who police allege shot at least 5 people on a campus bus, killing 3.
They were Devin Chandler, a second year from Virginia Beach, Virginia, Lavelle Davis, a third-year student from Ridgeville, South Carolina, and Deshaun Perry, a fourth-year student from Miami, Florida. All 3 were members of the football team.
I have 2 people shot. One person's at the UVA box office, lay down, and one person's at the Colbert Garage, shot in the chest. Another woman shot, where you shot at? In her leg.
The shots first reported at 10:30 p.m. at a garage near the center of campus in Charlottesville.
I heard the gunshots when they originally happened. I'm terrified. I have no words. I never thought I'd be in that kind of situation. It's like, I'm calling my family, my friends.
The university has canceled all classes today. Authorities lifted a shelter-in-place order this morning after searching campus grounds for the suspect.
It's sad that we have to go through this as college students. It's always been a fear of mine growing up.
Multiple law enforcement agencies, including the ATF and Virginia State Police, are involved in the investigation. Authorities have not released a possible motive for the shooting. Alexis Christophorous, ABC News, New York.
And we'll have to wait a little longer for a potential ruling on the bench trial of a suspended Providence police officer accused of assault. The trial for Jean Lugo was supposed to, the ruling was supposed to come in today, but has been moved to Wednesday. Prosecutors say Lugo assaulted State Senate candidate Jennifer Rourke at an abortion rally at the State House in June. Well, on the stand, Lugo said he was at the rally to observe. When he got into the State House steps, he witnessed an assault and jumped in. Lugo also testified that he did not identify himself as a police officer at any point during the incident. Lugo is on paid leave from the police department. The chief has recommended he be fired. And the trial for a 22-year-old North Attleboro man charged with 2 stabbing murders of his friends is set to begin today. Daniel Randall, who was 19 at the time of the alleged deadly stabbings in 2019, has pleaded not guilty, even though he called 911 saying he killed someone. According to court documents, Randall said he stabbed 3 young men in self-defense because they tried to jump him over a bag of weed. Today's trial will be at Fall River Superior Court. Randall's being held at the Dartmouth House of Corrections. And Fall River police still looking to make an arrest after a man was stabbed in the back during a fight Saturday night. This was about 9:30 on Hope Street in the Corky Road district of the city. The 31-year-old victim was taken to the hospital, treated, and released. And ABC6 with a focus on our schools. And Providence mayors, past and present, outlined their recommendations for education in the city. Mayor Jorge Alorza, along with former mayors Angel Taveras and Joe Paolino, gathered this morning to give Mayor-elect Brett Smiley their thoughts for the future. All 3 of them graduates of the public school system. On top of suggesting to expand the city's charter schools, they had 4 recommendations: address management structure, invest in school buildings, invest in out-of-school learning time, and work with key stakeholders.
I did a poll, a private poll, this is back in maybe June or July, and we polled the question, do you support the expansion of high-achieving charter schools? 63% of families in Providence said yes. There is overwhelming support for this.
Mayor-elect Smiley was there and said he looks forward to working together to improve city schools. Rhode Island College will host a panel on gun violence tonight. This event will also raise funds for the Maya Brophy Bierman Scholarship. The 24-year-old from Warwick was shot and killed in a drive-by shooting in August of last year in Providence. 1 year later, 2 men were arrested in connection to her murder. The event is from 5:30 to 8:30. It is free and open to the public. And in Massachusetts, students at Attleboro High School will unveil a new mascot for the school and sports teams. The student marketing department will make the presentation on Thursday. Right now, the high school mascot is the Blue Bombardiers. It is represented with an eagle. Students say that with the new school, there should be a new mascot. Again, those students will unveil that mascot on Thursday. Still ahead here on the news at noon. For the first time in his presidency, President Biden meets one-on-one with the Chinese president. What they discussed during a lengthy meeting this morning at the G20 summit. Plus, get ready for a busy Thanksgiving travel season. Many Americans getting ready to hit the skies as we count down to Turkey Day. And speaking of that turkey, if you don't have yours yet, it's going to cost you more this year. We'll tell you by how much coming up. In political news today, President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping held their first face-to-face meeting as leaders of their countries. The leaders discussing tensions over Taiwan, trade, and Ukraine, with President Biden saying there is no need for a new Cold War. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has more.
With the world watching, President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping meeting face-to-face for the first time as heads of state. The two leaders signaling they're open to cooling heightened tensions between their countries.
We share responsibility, in my view, to show that China and the United States can manage our differences, prevent competition from becoming anything ever near conflict, and to find ways to work together on urgent global issues.
After the 3-hour meeting in Indonesia, the White House saying Biden and Xi agreed a nuclear war should never be fought in Ukraine.
We discussed Russia's aggression against Ukraine, reaffirmed our shared belief in the threat or the use of nuclear weapons is totally unacceptable.
President Biden calling the conversation candid and blunt, saying he raised concerns about China's violation of human rights and aggression toward Taiwan. Those tensions had been on full display in August after House Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan, and Beijing responded by ramping up military drills.
I absolutely believe there need not be a new Cold War, and I do not think there's any imminent attempt on the part of China to invade Taiwan. And I made it clear that our policy on Taiwan has not changed at all.
The White House says Secretary of State Antony Blinken will travel to China to follow up on today's conversation between Biden and Xi. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
And still to come here on ABC6 News at noon. Time running out to get that turkey for Thanksgiving, but get ready to pay more. We'll have the details. Plus, what do you like to go with that turkey? Mashed potatoes, maybe green beans? Coming up, a bizarre blend, of a popular Thanksgiving side and seltzer. We'll explain.
And now for ABC6 Storm Tracker weather with meteorologist Kelly Bates.
Hi, we have sunshine, and that's going to take us right through the afternoon. And we also have temperatures that are coming up, but not as much as maybe we'd like. See, typically we would begin with temperatures in the mid-30s and top out in the 50s. And this morning we indeed began in the mid-30s. But we're going to be missing this number by about 10 degrees, and for the cooler too. So our above average near record temperature trend has come to an end. Here are your sunrise and sunset times for those of us keeping score. Our sunset now is 4 minutes before 4:30 in the afternoon. So our current temperatures are in the 40s. We're at 41 right now in Smithfield. We have 44 downtown, 42 currently in Newport, and 45 out in New Bedford. But we also have winds, and our winds occasionally have been gusty. So with our wind speed sustained between, say, 8 and 15 miles per hour with occasional higher gusts, it's making it feel colder. So this is what it feels like outside. So even though we've made it to 41 in Smithfield, it feels like 35. Even feels like the 20s out by Worcester. Feels like 37 rather, downtown this check-in. So our satellite and radar is absolutely clear. And the reason for that is we're building in this dome of high pressure. It is clear and Canadian in nature, so it's cold. It's got a lot of colder elements. One other item that is kind of cool before I go too far is you'll notice that we have areas of snow. The lake effect snow machine has been started up because our area of high pressure is right here. The air goes around the high in a clockwise manner, so it's scooping up moisture from the lakes, creating the snow, and then dumping it. So that snow that you see, yes, it is happening. And yes, it's going to stay right where it is right now. It's not going to become our issue. In fact, high pressure will ensure that we stay sunny for the remainder of the day and clear as we go overnight tonight. It's as we go through the day on Tuesday where we're going to start to affect some change as clouds will increase in advance of a coastal storm. Now, keep in mind, we're going to see some cold temperatures in place for Tuesday. Much colder start, too, in the morning near 25. So we're bringing precipitation into a colder environment. You would think, well, we could see some frozen precipitation, and the chance is there, yes. But it's going to be brief, and it's not going to hold out, because by the time we get to 3 a.m. on Wednesday, we're over to rain, and not just rain. We're looking at areas of locally heavy rain, and we're also looking at the chance of thunderstorms in here as well, as again, that coastal storm is pretty strong. So we're expected as of now, the timeline for precipitation after 9 p.m. along the south coast, it's going to be rain. You're just going to see rain. After that, areas north of Providence may start with a couple of flakes or perhaps even mixed precipitation. But as you saw, very rapidly, we transition over to rain. And then we get into the meat of the day for Wednesday, where we'll taper everything down to showers till about 1 p.m. and then the whole thing moves out. So who's going to get the accumulating snow? Yeah, it's not going to be us. It's going to be out towards Worcester. The Berkshires is projected to be the jackpot region with 2 to 3 inches. So it's not a huge winter storm, but still, I know we all like to pay attention a little more closely when we have the potential of seeing flakes fly for the first time in the season. And this would be that time. So right now we have sunshine, and that's going to hold as we finish out the day. It will be cool with highs topping out in the 40s. We're looking at those wind gusts near 20 miles per hour. And as a result, for the afternoon, it will feel cooler too. Speaking of cool, downright cold overnight tonight as lows will be dropping to near 25. Winds will be very light too, out of the north at 3 to 5 miles per hour. Here's your extended forecast. And once we get by the storm, Tuesday into Wednesday, high pressure moves back in. Gives us tons of sunshine, but also keeps that cooler than average temperature trend rolling right into the upcoming weekend.
Ooh, boy, though, 25 overnight.
Yeah, it's going to be a coffee extra hot morning tomorrow.
It certainly is. Maybe it's a little extra time to warm up the car, too.
That, too.
Yeah, all right, Kelly, thank you. Well, still ahead here on the news at noon, Turkey Day travel, where experts expect the biggest crowds. And a pair of old Birkenstocks, look at these. They just fetched over $200,000 at an auction. We're going to tell you who these ones belong to. In consumer news, turkeys can't fly, but they can cause many Americans to take to the air. Travel app Hopper predicts 70% of the people in the U.S. will be leaving home to spend the Thanksgiving holiday with family and friends. According to their findings, Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International will be the busiest airport in the U.S., followed by Dallas-Fort Worth and Denver International. Others in the top 10 include JFK in New York City and LAX in Los Angeles. And more turkey talk. Thanksgiving is going to cost more than usual this year. Part of that is due to a turkey shortage that's driving up prices. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says turkeys are 23% more expensive compared to 2021. That's partly the result of the bird flu, which has decimated some farms, as well as inflation. As a result, shoppers are looking to secure their holiday birds much earlier than usual.
They said turkeys were going to be hard to find for Thanksgiving, so I thought I better see if I could find one early.
Overall, the typical Thanksgiving dinner is expected to cost nearly 14% more than last year. And a popular side dish on Thanksgiving is going seltzer. Green bean casserole flavored seltzer water is now a thing. Ora Bora introducing the new sparkling water flavor just in time for the holidays. The company says the seltzer has a, quote, sweet, earthy, and buttery flavor. It is like taking a bite out of a perfectly crunchy, succulent green bean. Other flavors that could be included with Thanksgiving include honey pumpkin and chai cranberry. Still to come here on the news at noon, a record-breaking sale for an old pair of Birks, who they once belonged to, and how much they went for. Next. Well, how much would you pay for a pair of already used shoes? Well, how about over $200,000? Well, that is just how much someone paid for an old pair of Birkenstocks that were once worn by this guy, Apple co-founder Steve Jobs. According to Julian's Auctions, the Apple co-founder's beloved brown sandals went for $218,000. The Birkenstocks were a wardrobe staple for Jobs in the 70s and 80s. And get this, Kelly, they were actually saved from the trash by a former house manager who worked for Jobs.
Wow.
So that's why they're around today.
Wow.
He'd thrown them in the trash.
Huh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Comfortable footwear.
I don't know if you'd ever wear them again.
Right?
But, you know.
The secret to the good CEO is comfortable footwear.
Of course.
Right? I like it.
Yes.
It's a good style.
We have cold air in place. So if you wanted to bust out your scarf, you'll get some use. We're looking at temperatures that are really going to drop off overnight tonight, and you'll see a noticeable difference tomorrow morning. Increasing clouds through the day on Tuesday. We're going to watch for the development and progress of a coastal storm that will arrive with precipitation developing after 8 p.m. on Tuesday. So both the early and late commutes should be fine. And the precipitation could be heavy at times going overnight into Wednesday morning. We're looking at as rain, not snow this time.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
All right, Kelly, thank you. And thank you for joining us for the news at noon. The news continues first at 4. Have a great day, everybody.